All right, let's talk about it. $10,000 in 1 year. I know, it sounds like this huge, maybe even an impossible goal. But what if I told you there's a really simple step-by-step plan to actually make it happen? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
So, let's just start with the big question, right? Do you want to save 10 grand in a single year, even if you're working with an average income? I'm guessing for most of you, the answer is a big yes. And the good news is, it is way more doable than you probably think.
You see, the key here isn't some complicated financial strategy or spreadsheet magic. Nope, it's about having a simple plan that you can repeat week after week. A plan that anyone, and I really mean anyone, can follow. That's our whole focus today. Keeping it simple and making it happen.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to take that big, scary goal and make it feel totally manageable. Then, we're going to play detective and figure out where your money is actually going. After that, we'll get into some easy ways to save, and this is a big one, how to stay motivated. And we'll wrap it all up with a 30-day plan you can literally start the second this is over.
Okay, first things first, we have to deal with the psychology of a goal this big. A huge number like that can be paralyzing, right? So our very first job is to chop it down, to turn it from something intimidating into something that feels, achievable.
There it is. $10,000. Just staring at that number can feel like a mountain you have to climb. It's just a lot. But stick with me because we are about to shrink it way, way down.
So how do we do that? It's just simple math. You take that 10 grand, you divide it by 12 months, and what do you get? About $833 a month. Now yeah, that's still a good chunk of change, but it already feels more real, doesn't it? It's not some vague, far-off goal anymore. It's a monthly target we can actually aim for.
But we can do even better. Let's take it one more step. Divide that monthly number by 4, and you get roughly $208 a week. Now, that is a number we can work with. And this right here, this is the most important part of the whole thing. Your goal is not to save $10,000. Your new, much friendlier goal is to find just $208 in your budget each week.
Okay, so we've got our manageable weekly target. The next obvious question is, where on earth does that $208 come from? Well, the answer is hiding in plain sight. It's all about knowing exactly where your money is going right now. This is the foundation for everything else. We figure this out with something called a spending audit. And I want to be super clear here. This is not about judging yourself or feeling bad about buying that latte. It's not about guilt. It's just about awareness. Seriously, think of it like turning on the lights in a dark room so you can finally see what's there.
You can use a simple table like this, or a notebook, or an app on your phone. It doesn't matter what tool you use. Just for 1 month, track everything. How much is rent? Food? What about those sneaky little subscriptions or nights out? Once you've done that, you will have this crystal clear picture of your finances, and I promise you, you're going to immediately spot places where that $208 might be hiding.
All right, once you've done your audit, you know where the money is going. Now comes the fun part, making a few small, strategic changes that can have a huge impact. Let's look at some super practical ways to free up that cash.
Let's start with an easy win. Go through your bank statement and hunt down every single one of those reoccurring charges. For streaming services you don't watch, apps you don't use, memberships you completely forgot about. A few bucks here, 10 bucks there, it adds up so fast. Be ruthless.
Here's a big one for most of us, food. Buying lunch at work every day or grabbing takeout a few times a week, that can easily cost over $100. By just planning your meals for the week and cooking at home, you can slice that expense in half, maybe even more.
And this might just be the most powerful tip of all. Don't leave it to chance or willpower. Set up an automatic transfer. Every single week, have that $208 or whatever you can start with move from your checking account to your savings account. You have to pay yourself first. Make it the first bill you pay, not just what's left over.
So just to recap, there are so many places to find this money. You can cut those subscriptions, prep your meals, automate your savings. You could even sell that old guitar that's just collecting dust, or start a small side hustle. The point is, you don't have to do all of them. Just pick 1 or 2 that feel like the easiest place to start.
Okay, so you have your weekly number and you have a plan to hit it. But how do you stay motivated for 52 weeks in a row? The secret is to make your progress visual. You need to build yourself a little motivation engine.
And look, this doesn't have to be fancy. Just grab a piece of paper, draw a big line or a thermometer, and mark your goal at the top. Every single week when you make that transfer, color in a little more of it. Watching that progress bar grow is so satisfying. And hey, don't forget to celebrate the milestones. When you hit your first 1,000, then 2,500, those little wins are what keep you going.
We have covered a lot, from breaking the goal down, to finding the money, to staying motivated. So now let's put it all together into a simple plan you can start today. This is how we turn all this talk into real action.
So here it is, the entire strategy in 4 simple steps. Step 1, find your weekly number, that magic 208. Step 2, track your spending to find out where that money's going to come from. Step 3, make a few small, consistent changes. And step 4, create a visual tracker to keep your eyes on the prize. That's it. That's the whole plan right there.
So here's the challenge I want to leave you with. Don't even worry about the full year yet. Just commit to this plan for the next 30 days, just 1 month. See how it feels to be in control, to watch your savings account finally start to grow. The question isn't whether or not this plan works. It does. The only question is,